Hey class, good evening everyone. How are you all doing today? I hope all of you are doing awesome. And I, Gopal Palewal, welcome you all again to the next session of this NTSE Math series, and which I'm getting lots and lots of comments regarding on your answers. Many students are asking me something, so it's really exciting to see all the people, and I would like all of you to help each other in the comment box. If you can see there's a question there, so try to solve that question, try to help that guy. It may, first thing, it will be clearing your concept that whether you know that question or not, and second thing, you will also get to help other students as well. So try to do that, try to use that comment page as a community. So whatever let us say you had a doubt in, let's say, classification analogy, so in that video comment your doubt there, and someone else will visit there, or if I visit there, I'll try to give the answer for that part. So let's use it in this way as well. Okay bachcho, so as you know that the last class I have given you this question, find the odd one in the given numbers. So there was like a war going on in the comment box between the option C and option D. Okay, but the correct answer is option D. Why? Because 120 is 11 square minus 1. 168 is 13 square minus 1. 290 is 17 square plus 1. 728 is 27 square minus 1. 27 square is 729 minus 1. So 120, 168, 290 and 728, all four are either plus or either more one, say one more or one less than any perfect square, right? 121, 169, 289 and 729. But 380 is not plus 1 or minus 1. 379 and 381 both are not the perfect square. Okay, so that is why D is the correct answer. Now many of you gave me option C as your answer as well. You told me that, sir, all the numbers are divisible by 4 except the option. But beta, that logic will not be correct. I have told you, always go for first any kind of pattern, square, cubes, multiplying, those kind of patterns. These are the primary logics we have to go for. Then you will go for the secondary logic like divisibility by a common number and even odd, if none of them is working. Okay, so these divisibility, even odd, they are secondary logics. If nothing is working, then you will go into that part. And even odd, though, it's very rare. Okay, divisibility also, it's very rare. Try to identify a pattern that some pattern is there in multiplication, in division, square, cube, that we have to think. Okay, so the correct answer is option D, and I have got it correct from Prachi, Aditya, Sahil, Anant, Raj, question.com, Awesome Rishi, Nibedita Mehra, Sajal Ghosh, Dilip, Pramod, Pushkar, Pratik Das, Daksh, Smart India, Harsh, Ritu, Dheeraj, Dipanshu, Kumar, Jyoti, Muskan, Aditya, Sanjay, Sadhana, Mayank, Harish, Sangeeta, Vibha, My Team 11, Ishan, Gautam, Sumit, Nanda, Mukesh, Ayush, Aryan, Aditi, Ratnam, Shrithashri, Ashok, Mayur, Kumari Jyoti, Rakhi Bhardwaj, Satwinder, Archana, Afroz, Ribhav, and then we have Omansh, Chaitanya and Dreamland. Okay, so these are all the top students who has given me correct answer, and many students have posted the answer, but D is the correct answer, C is not the correct answer. So it was a good thing, because first time I was seeing that the comments are going on in a way ki sir, whether C should be or D should be, so D will be the correct answer, because divisibility beta, it is a secondary logic. Not use it unless there is no other pattern. Okay, try to go for the other patterns as well, like multiplication by let us say in a series, multiplication in a series 2 into 3, 3 into 4, 4 into 5, like that. Okay, so this kind of logic, then square, cube, something logic related to this, they are more these logics should be used first. Then these are the secondary logic. What secondary logics? Even or divisibility by a number. These are secondary logic. So if nothing else is working, then you will go for that part. Okay, chalo. So let us start today's class. As I've told you, we'll be discussing today with percentage, profit, loss and discount, and allegation or mixture, simple and compound interest. So for the topic of percentage, profit, loss and discount, and simple and compound interest, if you are not able to solve the questions properly, I would suggest all of you to go to grade 8 NCERT. Okay, in grade 8 NCERT, there are two chapters which are very important, keeping the math part in point of view. One is linear equation in one variable, because it will be telling you how to form the equations, and second is comparing quantities. So these two topics are very important from your grade 8 NCERT. If you can go through these two chapters, so most of the part of mathematical part of this mental ability will be covered. Okay, so let us look at some questions now. So we'll be discussing the problems on percentage, problems on profit and loss and discount, and then NTSE previous year questions we will be solving. Okay, bachcho? Now first question is, in a class if 50% of the boys were girls, then there would be 50% more girls than boys. What percentage of the overall class is girls? Now understand this question very carefully. Okay, they are saying in a class, if whatever number of boys are there, in that if 50% of the boys were girls, then there would be 50% more girls than the boys. So in the second condition, what is happening? In the second condition, whatever are the number of boys, girls are 50% more. So let us say after this, in the second condition, I'm talking about the second condition first. So in the second condition, okay, let us say number of boys is X. So the number of girls will be, as you know, girls are 50% more. 50% more means whatever is the number of boys plus 50% of more, that means x by 2, which is what? 1.5x, or you can say 3 by 2, 3x by 2. Correct? So this is your number of boys, this is your number of girls. So total class strength, what is the total class strength? Total class strength I have got to know is 2.5x. Boys plus girls is 2.5x. Right? Now let's move to this part. So I got to know that the total students are 2.5x, and after conversion the boys are x and girls are 1.5x. Correct? Now what they are saying, in a class 50% of the boys were girls, then there would be 50% more. What percentage of the overall class is girl? That means in reality, what percentage of the whole class are girls? So you have to find out now that how you can get the number of girls and number of boys. So at the starting, they are saying in a class, if 50% of the boys were girls, that means out of these, if 50% out of x boys, if x by 2 boys were girls, okay, that means in the second condition, whatever these number of boys are there, these boys are left after we are saying that 50% of the boys has been converted to girls, right? So in the first condition, that means in the original condition, I can say, sir, boys are 2x. That is why in the previous case we have shifted half of the boys, we have converted girls, so only x boys are left. Correct? So in the original condition, boys are 2x, and since total class strength is 2.5x, so I can say girls were 2.5x total minus boys, which is 0.5x. Correct? Right? Correct. So what percentage of overall class is girls? So you can say, so 0.5 upon 2.5 of x into 100. X to x got cancelled, upon 1 upon 5, 5 ones are 5, 20 times 20%. Okay, number of girls upon total class into 100, found out the percentage. Okay, so this way you have to think how to go for the question. This question can be done in many ways. Okay, you can start with the first condition as well and proceed. Just make sure you make the correct equations. Okay, chalo, let's move to the next question. The next question we have is, this is my next question. Okay, so this is the solution. Boys, let us say boys are x, so girls will be 1.5x, and then I can say number of girls is 1.5x, so boys will be 50% were or x only, so 100% will be 2x, and similarly number of girls is 0.5x, so we have found the percentage. Let's move to the next question. In an examination, 35% of the students failed in quants and 42% of the students failed in verbal. while 14% failed in both the topics. If 222 students passed in both the topics, how many students appeared to write the examination? Now in this case, bachcho, always remember, let us say these are the total number of students, correct? Let us say this represents the number of students who failed in quants. Okay, those who failed in quants, correct? Those who failed in quants. And let's say then there are some students who failed in verbal and some who failed in both. So that means there should be a overlapping, and these failed in verbal. Okay, how many failed in quants? Are 35%. How many failed in verbal? Sir, 42%. And how many failed in both? Sir, 14%. Okay, now look carefully. In reality, if I say ki how many total percentage of the students who failed, total percentage of students who failed in at least one subject. That means those who have either failed in quants or in verbal or in both. Okay, now see what is happening. Those who have failed in both, these 14%, they are already, see, they are also counted in the quants as well as they are counted in the verbal as well. Correct? They are counted in quants as well as verbal. Already they have been counted. Okay, so when I take the part of this part, this 35%, see how much circle I am covering? This much circle. So this is my 35%. If I take the students who failed in verbal, you can see this will be of 42%. Now what is happening when I have done 35 plus 42, you can see this middle part, this overlapping part, I have counted when I was counting 35 and when I was counting 42. Both the times I have counted, but I have to count it only one time. So what I'll do, I'll subtract one time. So minus the common part. This is how you find out the overall percentage of the students who have failed. 35 plus 42 minus the common here, which is minus 14. So you will be getting the total 63% of the students has failed in any one subject. That means those who are left, they have passed in all the subjects. So students who has passed, in both the subjects will be, sir, from 100 minus 63, you will be getting 37%. 37% of the students have passed in both the subjects. So I can say, sir, 222% students in both the topics. So I can say, sir, let us say total students are X. So 37% of X is equal to 222, right? So X will be 222 by 37% is what? 37 by 100. So 37 here and into 100 here. This is 37 1za, this is 37 6za. So which is 600 students. Where is 600? Option B is the correct answer. Option B is the correct answer. Okay. So this is how these questions are solved. Let's move to the next question. So for your reference point, I am again showing it so that while solving, if you are feeling difficulty, you can also look at this part also. Okay. Or you can rewatch the video. Don't worry about it. A is X percentage less than B. Okay, A is X percentage less than B and A is Y percentage less than C. Okay, and C is K percentage more than B. Okay, express K in terms of X and Y. Very good. Now see, how do you do this question? First thing, bachcho, it's very important to remember that in this kind of questions, the first thing we can do is A is X percentage less than B. So A is joining both B and C, correct? So I can say A is, so A is X percentage less than B. X percentage less. How do you write X percentage less? Suppose I say ki your marks are 10% less than me. That means your marks are 90% of mine. Correct? So I can say, sir, A is X percentage less than B. That means A is 100 minus x percentage of B. Correct? If you are feeling any difficulty in this part, you can easily go to grade 8 percentage part. There you can easily understand this part, that if I say, let us say I have told you that A is 10% less than B, that means you got to know that A is 90% of B. So 90, how do you get? 100 minus 10. Correct? Similarly, you can say A is Y percentage less than B. Sorry, less than C. And then they are saying C is K percentage more. More means 100 plus K by 100 then B. Okay, chalo, of B. So here you have got the equations. What are the equations here? Now let us say this is your equation 1, equation 2, equation 3. Okay, you want to get rid of A, B and C, and you only want the equation in one equation in the form of x, y and k. Okay, now see clearly. Second equation, bacha, if you will write, look carefully. In second equation you want to get rid of A and C. You want to get rid of A and C. Correct? A, from first equation I can write it as 100 minus x by 100 into B. Yes sir. So I will write 100 minus x by 100 into B is equal to, what is this? This is already 100 minus y by 100 into C. Now C from the third equation can be written as 100 plus k by 100 into B, right? So you can write it as 100 plus k by 100 into B. Now you can see B and B also got cancelled. So you are left with a equation which is in x, y and k only. So if you will solve this equation, when you solve this equation you will be getting B as your correct answer. Those who are not sure about the solution, this is how the equation will be solved. Okay, B got cancelled. Then you have taken 1 plus k by 100, or you have taken split the part. So 1 plus k by 100 and 1 minus y by 100, you have multiplied those two, and here you have 1 by x by 100, and then you have taken common. So at the end, try to split the terms of k. At the end you will be getting k is equal to y minus x into 100 upon 100 minus y. Okay, so these are the steps to solve. Now let's move to the next question. The next question we have is this: in a class 20% of students are below 14 years of age. Out of the remaining students, 10% are of the age 14 to 15 years, and the ratio of the students who are between 15 to 16 years of the age to the students who are above 16 years is 3:2. Find the number of students who are above 16 years. Sorry, if the number of students who are above 16 years is 72, what is the total number of students in the class? Now see, very easy thing. First thing, they have told us that the ratio of the students who lies between 15 to 16 year age, ratio of the students who are in this 15 to 16 year range to those who are above 16 years, to those who are above 16 years, their ratio they have given us 3:2. Correct? And they have told that those who are above 16 years, they are 72 in numbers. So we can find out, let's say this is x. So 3 by 2 is x by 72. So from here you can get x is equal to what? 108. Correct? 108. And total now, till now I know these two students are in total 72 plus 108, which is 180 students. Okay, in the 15-16 range and more than 16 year old, there are total 180. We need to talk about now those who are below 14 years of age and remaining students which are 10% of the age. Okay, now let us say total students are x. Total students are x. So those who are below 14, those who are below 14 will be 20% of x. So 20 by 100 of x, which means x by 5. Correct? Now they are saying out of the remaining students 10%. So how many students are remaining? From x, if x by students are this, x by 5 are below 14, how many are left? X minus x by 5, which is 4x by 5. 4x by 5 students are left. Out of these 4x by 5, 10 percentage are in the age of 14 to 50. So in this 10 percentage, this to this cancelled, and here you can see 2 times 5 times. So 2x by 25 students are 14 to 15. Okay, and the rest 180 students are, and the rest are 180 students, which we have already counted. Okay, so see, x by 5 are less than 14 and 2x by 25 are between 14 and 15. So how many total x by 5 plus 2x by 25. So where I'm writing this, I'm writing this part here, x by 5 plus 2x by 25. So if you take LCM here, 5 into 5, so you will get 7x by 25 students are there which are less than 14 and between 14 and 15 total. Okay, these 7x by 25, so these are what, less than 14, 14 to 15, and 180, what are those, 15, 16 and more than 16. So I can say that 7x by 25 and this 180, if I add, I should get x, because x is the total number of students I have told. So I will say, sir, 7x by 25 plus 180 should be equal to x. Shifted there, you'll be getting 180 is equal to x minus 7x by 25. So if you take LCM here, 25 minus 7 will be equal to 18x by 25 is equal to 180. Okay, so from here the equation will be at the end to solve 180 into 25 by 18 is equal to x. So you will get 250. X is equal to 250 students. X is equal to 250 students. Okay, so this is how you have to solve this question. You have to figure it out how to solve these kind of questions. Okay, chalo. So this is the solution again, once again shown here. You can refer this solution once again if you want. Okay, I am going it very slowly. Chalo, let's move to the next question. Now, in these kind of questions, bachon, what they will be asking you that what kind of data is sufficient or not. So sometimes these kind of questions are asked which are related to percentage of this part also. Okay, so I will be teaching you this part in data sufficiency as well, but first thing is we will try to find out the answers here. Okay, so 4 types of statements are there. Statement 1 is sufficient, second is not sufficient, second alone is sufficient, first alone is not sufficient, both first and second together are sufficient, but neither statement alone is sufficient to answer, both are needed. So only one statement is needed, only second statement is needed, both the statements are needed, or both first and second together cannot solve the problem. So let us look at one problem. See, A, B, C have money with them in the ratio 5:3:1. How much money does B have? Option, say first condition is given is A has rupees 60 more than C. Bacha, ab if A have rupees 60 more than B, more than C, I know since the ratio is given, I can say A has 5x, B has 3x, C has x. So now I know 5x minus x is equal to 60, 4x is equal to 60, so x is equal to 15. If I know x, I can get each and every person's value, right? So statement 1 alone is sufficient. Let us see whether second statement alone is sufficient or not. Second statement alone sufficient. The money with B is 40% less than the money with A. So money with B is 40% less than money with A. So whatever money with A we have, 5x, this money, if you reduce it by 40%, that will be amount of B. So reducing it by 40% means making it 60%. So 60 by 100, and what do you see? 2 times, and you are getting 3x. Yes. So this is giving you the same problem. Same thing again. Ki B's amount is 3x. So this is not helping you to solve the part. So I can say only statement 1 is sufficient for me to solve the question. Okay, chalo, let's move to the next question. The next question we have is this. What is the cost of each pen? The cost of 6 pens and 5 pencils is rupees 30. So from here I can say, let us say cost of pen is 6x, cost of pencil is 5y. This should be equal to 30. Let's say, look for the next question. The next part is, if the cost of each pen and each pencil is reduced by 40%, that means now their cost will be 60% of the original. 60% means 3x by 5. Then the cost of 12 pens. So now the cost of one pen will be 3x by 5 and cost of one pencil will be 3y by 5 because it has been reduced by 40%. Okay, so I can say 12 pens means 12 into 3x by 5 plus 10 pencils, so 10 into 3y by 5 is equal to 36. Okay, so now we can do one thing, we can take this 5 common, so 36x plus 30y is equal to 5 shifted there. What you will be getting? You will be getting 5 into 36, which is 180. Now what I can take common here? Maximum I can take 6 common, so it will become 6x plus 5y, and here divided by 6 you will be getting is equal to 30. So both the equations, both the statements are giving you the same equation. Both the statements are giving you the same equation. So only with one equation I cannot solve it. So I'll say both the statements are not sufficient for me to get the answer. Fourth option was what? That both the statements are not sufficient for me to get the answer. Okay, chalo. So what is the ratio of saving? The ratio of income is given and the ratio of expenditure is given, but this will be 5x, 6x, this will be 3y, 4y. So different ratios cannot help you to get the answer. So I will say, sir, both the statements are not needed because the ratios doesn't have link. At least one quantity has to be given, right? Chalo, let's move to the next part. A dishonest seller uses a weight of 800 gram in place of 1 kg and adds 20% impurities in the sugar. What would be his profit percentage if he claims to be selling at cost price? Okay, what would be the profit percentage if he claims to be selling at its cost price? That means whatever cost price which assumes to be there. Okay, let us say price of 1 kg. See, bachcho, these questions are very tricky, so listen very carefully. Let's say price of 1 kg sugar is, let's say, 100 rupees. Price of 1 kg sugar is, let's say, 100 rupees. So he, instead of selling 1 kg, he is giving only 800 kg. Okay, but people will get to know, okay, because he is using some, say, dishonest measures. So people will say, oh, 1 kg he has weighed, but he has weighed only 800 grams. So I can say price of 800 gram sugar will be what? 80 rupees. Correct? By 80 rupees only. Right? So in reality, the price to the shopkeeper is 80 rupees. Now he is adding 20% impurities as well in that. So 1 kg's 20% is what? 200 gram. So total 1200 gram sugar he is, what do I say? He is selling. So tell me one thing, bacho, if 1 kg is 100 rupees, so 1200 gram, 1.2 kg will be 1.2 into 100, which is 120 rupees. Correct? So when he is selling 1.2 kg of sugar, in reality there is 200 gram of impurities and 200 gram he is not selling at all. That is the measure. So when he is selling, suppose 1.2 gram of sugar, he is selling this as 120 rupees. He is selling it at 120 rupees, but in reality how much sugar he is giving? Only the sugar of 80 rupees. So the profit I can say is 120 minus 80, which is 40 rupees, right? So profit percentage will be, sir, 40 rupees and the cost to him is 80 into 100. Okay, so you'll be getting 400 by 8, which is equal to 400 by 8, which is equal to 50%. So option D is the correct answer. Okay, again I'm telling you, if you're not able to solve this very easily, if you think you are very weak, if you're very weak in basics of percentage, ratios and all, I would recommend you to go to grade 8 NCERT and RS Agarwal. Okay, so that is very important. Those two chapters if you will complete, you will understand it very easily. Okay, chalo. Now what is happening here? This person, Mr. Alfonso, is buying 2 lots of mangoes. The first costs him rupees 30 per dozen. The second lot cost him rupees 50 per dozen. Okay. He sold all the mangoes as rupees 40 per dozen. Okay, very good. Find his profit or loss percentage if he spent the same amount of money on each the lot. That means he has spent same amount of money on that 30 per dozen lot and 50 per dozen. So now you will assume the same amount of money which he has spent is the LCM of 30 and 50. So LCM of 30 and 50 is what? LCM of 30 and 50 is 150, right? 150. Let us say he spent 150 rupees 150 on both the lots. Okay, let's say he spent rupees 150 on both the lots. Why we do it? So that the calculation becomes easy. So from first lot, for 1 dozen 30 rupees, so how many dozens he has bought? Sir, he has bought 150 for 1 dozen 30 rupees, so he has bought 5 dozens from the first lot. And from the second lot also he has spent 150 rupees. So 150 and 50 rupees per dozen, that means 3 dozens he has bought. 3 dozens he has bought. So total how much he has bought, beta? 5 plus 3, 8 dozens. Now he is selling them by mixing it all the mangoes at rupees 40 per dozen. He has mixed them and he has sold it at 40 per dozen. That means for 8 dozens, 8 into 40, that means how much? 320 rupees. He has spent 300 rupees. 320 rupees he is getting after selling. That means 20 rupees profit. So 20 rupees profit by cost price into 100. So this to this got cancelled. 20 by 3 is 6.2 by 3 percentage profit. Okay, 6.2 by 3 percentage profit. So this is how these questions can be easily solved. Okay, beta. This is one more time I am showing you the method, so you can go through it once again if you are not able to understand it in one go. Okay. Now, so this question is again very easy. Percentage profit earned by selling an article for this is equal to percentage loss incurred by selling the same article for this much. Okay, so percentage loss, whatever, let us say X percentage. So this rupees 1920. This rupees 1920. Okay, this rupees 1920. Now see, be it percentage loss or percentage profit, they are selling price. Okay, so when it is a case of profit, I know profit is cost price plus profit. Let us say profit was X, and same percentage negative means loss of same rupees but negative. Selling price, cost price per profit, and here we can say ki selling price 1280 is cost price minus loss. What do you want? At what price should the article be sold to make 25%? So selling part we'll see for later. Our main aim is to find out cost price. So add these two equations, these two got cancelled. 2 times of cost price is equal to 0, 0, 1, 3200. So you can say cost price is 1600. Now if you have to make 25% of profit, so 25 by 100 into 1600. So you will be getting what? 400 rupees profit. So 400 rupees profit, that means selling price will be 1600 plus 400, which is 2000 rupees. Where is 2000, bacha? Yes, here. Okay, so you have to be very careful, bacho, and this is the part where I need your maximum attention, where I want you to practice maximum. Okay, these questions if you are able to solve, then the paper will be easy for you. If you are not able to solve them, paper will be tough and it will be difficult for you to get the merit. That is why I'm telling you, go to grade 8th book. If you are not comfortable with these kind of questions, R.S. Agarwal and NCERT solve those. 2 chapters, linear equation in 1 variable and comparing quantities. Okay, chalo. So bacho, this is all. And by selling an article, there is a loss of 2.5%. By selling it at rupees 6 more, there is a gain. So the cost price of article. So these two questions, this question also again can be solved by the same method. I will just show you the solution only. Okay, because I am getting late for the class. Acha, this was your homework question. That is what I was thinking. Not marked the homework part. Okay, bacho. So this is your homework question. Easy one. Try to solve it. By selling an article, there is a loss of 2.5%. Okay. By selling it at rupees 6 more, that means whatever you have sold earlier, if you sell it at rupees 6 more, there is a gain of 5%. What will be the cost price of the article? So this is the homework, bacho. Now this is all, bacho, in today's class. Practice more and more problems because these questions are very important. These questions make the paper tough. So solve these questions very, like I need your maximum rigorous practice in this part. Okay, so try to get as many questions as you can. Try to solve that previous year papers. Start solving them now. Now is the time. There is not much time left. So start practicing now. Start solving the previous year papers. Don't stop practicing. Okay, don't waste a single day. Keep doing the hard work. You will have the plenty of time to enjoy later. Okay, so bachcho, this is all from my side. Do download the Vedantu app. As I've told you, doubt solving facility you are getting, free study material, free text test papers you are getting, classroom schedule of the classroom also you are getting. Also like, share and subscribe to this channel. Do press the bell icon because you will be notified when the next video is going to be uploaded. Also any part you can reach out to me at gopal.paliwal@vedantu.com. Bachcho, do give like this video if you have loved the questions which we have covered here in this question. Also I'll see you soon in the next part, where next class will be on allegation of mixtures and simple and compound interest. So do solve these kind of questions, and I'll see you soon in the next class on Sunday. Till then, bachcho, bye bye, good night, see you soon, bye bye.